lunch from the kitchen of Saltinesses and Bliss today is a pizza burger. So this is an oldie but a goodie. My mom used to order this many years ago when I was a kid at restaurants. So let's get started. I've got a small pan heating on the stovetop here. And I've got about a 1/4 pound of ground beef. Now you can use as little or as much meat as you want. Before I fully shape my ground beef into a burger patty and get it in my preheated pan, I am going to season it. So I'm going to use just some dry Italian seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle just a nice little pile of it here right next to my meat. And I am going to roll my meat right into that. So there you can see what that looks like. I'm going to just roll my meat right into that seasoning and just kind of break up the meat as I do that, so that allows the seasoning to get into all parts of what will become my burger. All right, so now I have pretty much gotten all the seasoning on there. So now, however you shape your ground beef or whatever meat you're using, ground sirloin, into a burger, you want to do so now. They even make little burger presses. I used to have one, not sure what happened to it, but at any rate, it seems good enough. So there's my patty, or my burger patty, I should say, and you can see all that delicious seasoning inside and out. So now I'm just gonna set that down in my pan, hear that sizzle. So now we're gonna cook it to our desired doneness, or your desired doneness. And then we will add our delicious toppings, which will really turn it into, we'll transform it from a seasoned burger into a pizza burger. Okay, so my pizza burger is all cooked up. So our next step, and again, cook time, temperature, all that's gonna vary based on you. I mostly cooked mine on medium, did turn it down to medium-low, now I've got it down to low. So next step is we want to take a knife or a spoon, whatever you have handy, cut a little circle right in the center of the meat, and just make sure when you cut it, you don't go all the way through. Okay, so I've just cut this little hole or pocket, whatever you want to call that, there in the center of the patty. Got my burner down to low, and now I'm going to add my pizza flavors. So I found this great squeeze bottle of pizza sauce, so I am going to put that right into the cutout we just made. So I filled that, and then however much you put on there is totally up to you. Some people like a little more sauce on their pizza, some like less. So there's our sauce. How delicious does that look? And then we want to put some shredded mozzarella, or if you have just a big ball of mozzarella and you can cut that into a thick slice. Or if you want to use a variety of cheeses, you can do that too. So we're going to put that right on top. The idea here now is to warm the sauce, warm the cheese, because they both came out of the fridge, and also to melt our cheese. And the other thing you can add on top, I'm not going to because I already put it in the meat, but you can do additional Italian seasoning, you can do some garlic, you can do any toppings that you love on your pizza. So there's how it looks right now. And then I'm going to put that back on the heat. I am going to cover that as well. And so basically, again, your cook time is going to vary, but you want to just cook it to your desired doneness or until your cheese is all melted. All right, well, I don't have a lid for this pan, so I got creative with a glass bowl and just kind of created a dome to help that cheese to melt a little bit more even and a little bit quicker. But I just want to show you guys all the deliciousness that is going on in there with all the extra sauce that kind of seeped out into the pan and kind of cooked into a delicious little sauce mozzarella medley there. So let's get this on a plate. And I want to make sure to get all the extra stuff in the pan on the plate too. How delicious does that look? Thanks so much for, thanks. Blooper. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. I'm gonna go have some lunch.